we are midway through the first round. Share my screen here. And this is where we look like so far. So compare those to the projections. It's gone. The only one, the top 7, that did not go that we thought would. All the others went in the top 7. Oh, sorry, in this top 8. Oh, it's top 7 was Chicago halfbacks. Have not gone. Instead, the LA DBs went 3rd. Everybody else has cleared out. So that was the predictions right there. We saw Greg go LA, and then Toby San Diego, San Fran, St. Louis. Good value for John there with St. Louis. Now we have Dennis up. I mean, I think these predictions, obviously LA moves around Chicago. I don't know if Chicago is going to get the respect to go first round. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. People are probably looking at that Peyton running card and just not impressed enough to take Walter. Just not enough in the middle. You go Linebuck. You got a short gain there, but otherwise, +3, a little bit of ho-hum, +2s in there. End run is nice and solid, though. That's a solid end run. Do some real damage there. That might convince somebody that column. With everything else that Walter brings you, that and his 7, which is huge in the set. So we might, I don't know, we might see him slide. You might see other halfbacks with flashier cards go ahead. The Freemans, Freeman McNeil, Jets, Packers, if they get the respect. I mean, they're kind of spread out, the Packers are, but they're a good bunch. As you know from the first show. And as you work your way, feel pretty good otherwise that this is what it's going to look like. I mean, you could see an intrusion of the Seattle special teams instead of the DBs. It's possible, but you don't. Problem with them is that if you take them, okay, you're going to get Easley here, and the returners, right? And he's going to bring you that 6. How are the returners otherwise? I mean, he's okay. I mean, it's a good card without the big punch at 2. You're not getting a touchdown. Are you going to put Skansky on the field? No, wouldn't even get on the field. Zachary Dixon, pick up that halfback of Dixon. Not much help there. No help blocking. No help catching. No help on the return. And so that leaves David Hughes. What's he going to do for you? Hughes is going to do some blocking. That's nice. I guess a little bit of running. Don't know what his fumble is. What's his kick return like? Not good. So you're not getting a good return unit. It's not like you're not getting a big boost there. It's not like it's Deion Sanders here, where Kenny Easley is. And then the second problem with Seattle is that you have to invest. If you want to go for excellent, you got to invest a lot of your early rounds to get there. And I have to come back and pair him with the linebacker. But somebody can get excellent if they do it. And I guess if the Seattle special teams gets close enough to the end and not enough linebackers are gone, you might be able to lock it in. Another pathway. So if you can lock in excellent, then at that point, you're going to feel a little better. And maybe that's what Tyke looks to. Or Bob. I mean, it's possible. And let's just dive into Seattle a little bit more here. Where are we going to find that? So if you give everybody for the moment a 6, strong safety. Okay, I mean, easily can go anywhere, right? What did that do? First of all, in your combo summaries, excellent is still stretched out to 7. So you're basically where the Raiders are. Okay, you're not picking up any additional excellent combos. Okay, that go out 7 matches with, but you're going to have to get the linebackers too. So you have to get the DBs, and then you have to come back and get the linebackers, right? So you get your linebackers, then how many DBs get you there? So you're probably going to get your linebacker. Are you going to be able to get the DB pairing just right? That's the question. So let's say you get one of those 7 linebackers that takes you there, and that's going to be 4-3 pass. No. Let's just say you end up with, for the sake of argument, San Fran. You've got San Fran linebackers. How many DB groups are going to get you there? Not many, right? Am I missing something here? So if you, so all these guys are okay. So this is not dynamic. This is the values. Okay, that's why I'm not seeing it. This is the values. I got to open up the dynamic one. So I'll do it. Okay, so here's the automated. You make every strong safety a 6. Yeah. 6. Then you go to 4-3 pass. Okay, this gives you a better view. Let's go back to the combo sum. All right. Once you get the linebackers, then you are pretty much locked in. It seems, according to this. I think. Or once you get the DBs, you're locked in. Once you get the DBs, you're locked in. Okay. So you got to get the DBs. And what DB groups would deliver that? No. Just the Raiders and San Fran, which are gone. So then you got 7 chances again. Okay. Dallas, Green Bay, St. Louis, Cleveland. There's one more. 2. Obviously, the first 2 are gone. So that would leave 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 all day. We're going to have to get Dallas, Green Bay, St. Louis, Cleveland, or else. And once you get that, then you still have to come back and get the linebackers. What an investment. What a steep investment. Now you're going to be locked into good if you take them. So that might be a reason to take them, right? Lock yourself into good. That alone may be a reason. But I don't know. I mean, it's quite an investment to go Seattle. Meaning you're going to have to absorb likely your first 3 picks into the investment. Not 100% sure of that, but it seems like it. Otherwise, I think these are looking okay. Let's some comments here on what actually happened. So I went San Francisco DBs, did that because I locked in excellent pass D. I can do whatever I want with the second and third pick. You know, it's a nice luxury to have. I think it's a good year to have the first pick. So that's a real advantage. I'll take whatever. I'll even take a linebacker group if a good enough one is there. It's the least likely that I'll take, but I'll take whatever's best there. I'll probably take whatever falls. Miami can. I think that was a no-brainer. He's got to come back and get an offensive line and probably a halfback to unlock Marino. Joe going with the LA DBs. To me, that's early. 7 linebackers go, and it's a ho-hum investment. It could work out, though. He's also going to have to use a second pick on those linebackers. Greg, I'm not sure why you go fullback here. We talked about this in the first one. I don't see the advantage. You can load up the carries with the halfbacks, and you can just have get a halfback group and really be a run-focused team, get run blocking, and invest heavily in the run. I mean, that would be the thought, I imagine. I don't see why Montana would go ahead of these two, but they're all bunched pretty closely. If we take a look at the, I don't think I have that up either, do I? Let's see. Maybe I do. This guy ratings. Fouts at 5.67, Lomax 5.46. Fourth is who? Who the hell's the fourth? McMahon. Fifth, Montana, 5.19. So he's a bit behind Lomax there. And a bit behind Fouts. Real close to McMahon level. In expected yards, so. Dennis now, we had him going Pittsburgh linebacker, switched it to LA DBs. I'd go back now to say, unless he gets fancy with DBs, which he could, because you could think, hey, maybe I'm not going to get a shot at the top 7 here, so maybe go fancy with DBs. But I think it's too early for Seattle special teams, but it could work. But wow, what an investment it would be. Pittsburgh linebackers, I think, would stick with that. It was the original pick we had for Dennis, probably the best value right here. And then I could see Willie going DL. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully these come out to the public sooner or later, but we'll cut it there for now. Thanks for watching.
Big opening for Tony Dorsett. Look out, he's got great speed. 99 yards and a half. Dorsett down the sideline. Stays in bounds. Can you believe that?